So what I'm working on tonight is I've had this system put together for a number of months. It ran last summer, the end of last summer and fall, and now it's early, it's through spring. And I noticed today that this disc here, which rotates with the motor, is starting to grind into this bolt. And if you look inside, that second one in the middle, down, not this one, but the one below, is being pushed. This motor is pushing inward on the shaft and up against the thrust surface of the bushing in there. And it may be that I'm going to end up, because that bushing then is in this plate on the back side. Maybe I'm going to have to put a new bushing in there, I don't know. But this came with a spacer that was a half inch or so thick, and I didn't use the spacer because it seemed like it was spacing the motor too far out the other direction. So I'm back today to work on this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try that spacer again. And I also brought some washers so that maybe I can do something that's, part way in between. Guess we're going to see here in just a minute. All right. Well, I've reinstalled this, or I should say I've installed the spacer, put the nut on and torqued it down. Perhaps the difference is going to be the strap here on the bottom of the motor, this one here. That strap is bolted on right there, and so my problem with the spacer originally was that it was pulling the shaft out this way too much. So obviously it was in too far, so I got to hit a happy medium. So what I've done is installed the spacer, but then at the bottom here I rotated that strap around the motor a little bit further this way, and then when I tightened the bolt down below, it kind of pulls the motor in a little bit. So now I'm in a spot where basically if I push, I can push it in and it wants to spring back out. It's hard to see, but if I push the motor in, it tends to spring back a little bit. If I pull it out, it springs back a little bit. And at this point, it's now not pushing hard against either stop. It's pretty much in the middle. And I'm going to try that and see how it runs. And I don't know where the thrust was being lost. If I was, if this flange, which you could see is kind of tapered in there, whether it was rubbing on the end of that bushing and starting to wear it, or if it was on the back bushing. I can't tell. But, yeah, we're going to give it a shot here and see how we do. Alright, let's see if we can get this to go on up and see how it runs here. It wiggles back and forth a little bit, but it's staying clear of the nuts and bolts. See how it looks down inside here. Well, that looks pretty good. I'm going to keep working it this way and see how it goes. Before I get all the way to the top, I'm going to get out my oil can, and these are bushings in here, and I'm going to give them some fresh oil, and then I'll finish the job.